Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to the channel Mathematics by Lahir Panjwani. Today will be the last video of the chapter statistics and the chapter will be ended. The last topic is cumulative frequency diagram. Cumulative basically mean the total. So we need to find out how we can find the value of cumulative frequency. Then we have to see how we can plot the value and how we can make a cumulative frequency diagram. And then how we can find out the median, interquartile, range, upper quartile, lower quartile and percentile. So the question is the speed, velocity, kilometer per hour of 80 vehicles travel along a road were recorded. The result are shown in the table. So they have given is the speed at the range and then we have a frequency and draw the cumulative frequency diagram. That's a part we have to solve it. So to draw the cumulative frequency diagram, first we need to find out the value of cumulative frequency. Let's see how we can find the value of cumulative frequency. We have to add one extra column. So this will be our cumulative frequency. So cumulative frequency is very simple concept. The first frequency is 10, so you will copy down that. Always the first frequency will be copied down. What will be the how we can find the next cumulative frequency? We have to add. How we can add? The cumulative frequency right now is 10, so we have to add the lower value, that is 18. 10 plus 18 will be 28. Now again we have to add 28 plus 27 will be 55. Again 55 plus 19 will be 74 and 74 plus 6 will be 80. So this is how we can find the cumulative frequency. The first value always we will copy from the frequency table and the next value we will need to add the values from the frequency table. Okay, and remember that the total you can see that in the question they have given that total we have 80 vehicles and the last value of cumulative frequency is always is also 80. So remember that the total will be equal to that what is given in the question. When you if you want to check it, you can add the frequency as well. Frequency, if you add these all frequency, you will get 80 as well. So you can check that you have done the correct or not, because at the end in the cumulative frequency it will always give you the total value that is given in the question. Just they are talking about the vehicle, so they have given the total vehicles, that is 80. Now we need to understand how we can plot these points on the graph. You can see that the graph has been already labeled and everything has been given to you. So cumulative frequency always plotted on y-axis. So you can see that they have given you, and the speed on the x-axis. So now the point is that we know the y-axis value, that is 10, 28, 55, 74, 80. Now what are the values of the x-axis? So you can see that the first value is 30 if in the range, and velocity or speed is bigger than 30. So this 30 will representing the origin point, that is 0 comma 0. It's always start from the origin point. Now we will always take these value, that is equal. So this means that if I write down the coordinates, it will be 40 comma 10. This will be 50 comma 28, and this is 60 comma 55, and then 70 comma 74, and this is 80 comma 80. Okay, so let's start the plotting. As I told you, first value will be at origin and the next value is 40 at we have 10, so I put it 10. Then 50 we have 28, so let's zoom it. In 50 we have 28, so here we have a 50, 28 is somehow here. Then we have 60, we have 55, so 55 somehow in the middle of this. Then 70 we have 74. So here we have, let's remove this again, 70 we have 74, and then 80 we have 80. So when we make a cumulative frequency graph, it will be look like, it will not a straight line, remember that. Okay, so it will be like this. Okay, so we have done it. I hope everything is clear how we can find the cumulative frequency value and how we can plot the point and make a cumulative frequency diagram. I hope these two things is clear to you. Now we will see how we can find median, interquartile, upper quartile, lower quartile values. So let's go. The question will be same. So first thing is we will find median. So the formula to find the median is n divided by 2. So n is basically total value that is given in the question 80. So 80 divided by 2 is 40. So 40 is not the answer. This is not the answer. This 40 is representing cumulative frequency. Remember that. 40 is not a median. This 40 is representing cumulative frequency. So now how we can find the value? We have to just put 40 here. We have a 40. So I'm making a line. So here I have a line. So this shows that the median will be 55. Understand? I hope everything is clear in this. Now the next value is, oh yes, one more thing. Median is also denoted by Q2. Okay. Now next is upper quartile. That is denoted by Q3, and the formula is 3n divided by 4. So this will be 80 divided 4 ones are 420. So this will be got 60. So 60 is basically cumulative frequency value. So now again here I have to make a line. So let's see. So it's not accurately center. It shows that 61 is 63. So 63. So the upper quartile is 63. Now lower quartile value, that is known and denoted by Q1. Formula is n divided by 4. 80 divided by 4 will be giving 20. So again, this is cumulative frequency value. So at 20, it's given us 20. So 20 we have here. So it's not is given like this here. So it's not accurately center, it's more than center. So it will be 46. So now I hope everything is clear how we find median, how we find lower quartile, upper quartile. Now the next is interquartile range. So the formula of interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. Q3 is upper quartile, Q1 is lower quartile. Okay, so 63 minus 46. So this will give us 17. Okay, so I hope everything is clear. Now one more thing we have is a percentile. How we can find the percentile? So the formula to find out the percentile is n multiplied by k divided by 100. K is basically they will ask you which percentile they are asking. For example, find 90th percentile, for example. So how we can find out? N is basically 80. 80 multiplied by 90 divided by 100. So 0 will be cancelled out. So it will become 72. So we need to find out the value at 7. This is again, this is cumulative frequency. So at 72, so we can say this is 72 for us. So you can see that it's somehow at 69. So the percentile at 90 percentile will be equal to 69. So this will be our final answer. So I hope everything is clear. This is what the summary of this cumulative frequency diagram concept. We saw how to find cumulative frequency. We plotted the point and make a cumulative frequency diagram. And then we have find out the multiple values, median, upper quartile, lower quartile, interquartile, and percentile. So I hope this concept is clear. So now we will move towards the next. Now, the next question is the cumulative frequency diagram show the marks obtained by 80 students in the maths exam. Use the diagram to find the estimate of the median. So we have to find the median. The total is 80 students. So formula is n divided by 2. So 80 divided by 2 will be give us 40. So again, this is not the answer. This is representing cumulative frequency value. Okay, remember that. That's a very important concept. And this chapter is very easy chapter, number gaining. So if you practice hard, it will be very easier for you to gain a marks. So now let's make a line here. So it is very close to 50. It's not a 50. So we can say it's 49. So the median will be 49. Now the next part is interesting. 60% of the student passed the test. Use the diagram to find the number of marks needed to pass the test. So first calculate 60% of 80 because the total student is 80. 60 divided by 100 multiply by 80. So let's cancel this. 6 8 the 48. So 48 student passed the exam from 80. So 80 minus 48 will give me 32. So 32 student who failed the exam. So when we see the cumulative frequency at 32, let's see what marks we will get at 32. So here I have, this will be considered 32. So let's see the marks. This is, you can see that at the center of 40 and 50. So this means that 45 is the passing marks of the passing marks is 45. So this is how we can solve this question. The passing marks is 45. Before less than 45 the student are fail. Okay, I hope everything is clear in this question. Now moving towards the next question. Okay, so we have to draw a cumulative frequency diagram to show this. So we need to find out the cumulative frequency first. So cumulative frequency, as I told you, first value will be copied down. The another value we have to add. 4 plus 7 will be 11. 11 plus 8 will be 19. Okay, 19 plus 24 will be 43, and 43 plus 17 will be 60. And you can see that in the question the table show the time that each 60 children spent on the playground. 60. And again you can see the last value of cumulative frequency is 60. As I told you, it will be always equal. Now we need to make a points. So first will be always 0 comma 0, and you can see that it's 10. So the point will be 10 comma 4. This will be 40 comma 11. If you write down these points, it will be easier for you, and you have to show these things. That's been 90 comma 43 and 120 60. So let's make a cumulative frequency again. First we have 0 comma 0, as I told you, then 10 40. So 10 40. So 10 will be at the center. So let's zoom. 1 2 3 4 5 10. Here we have a 10, and we have to move till 40. So here we have a 40. Let's remove this line. Next is 40 11. 40 and I have 11. Then I have 60 19. Is it clear? Let me check again. 10 4, not 40. I'm sorry, I have plotted it wrong. 10 40, not it's 10 4. It will be 4. So this will be 5. So we can say that 6. So it will be 4 here. That's why I'm confused. 40 11, and then 60 we have 19. 90 we have 43. This is 40. So 1 2 3 43 will be here. Now the last point is 120 we have 60. It's a peak. So now let's make a, so this is what we have done. We have made a cumulative frequency. Now what we need to find out in this question, let's see. First is median. So quickly we need to find out the median, that is n divided by 2. So the total value is given is 60. I think, yes, 60. So 60 divided by 2 will give us 30. So we need to find out 30 is again is not a median. We have to check the value. Let's make this value here. It's somehow not at the center. 60, and we can say 60 to 80. It shows that the value will be somehow at 60, 70. It will be 70. We can say 75. 75 is the median of this. At 30 we got 75 as the median of this. Now moving towards the next question, or next part, the interquartile. For interquartile we need to find q3 minus q1. So the formula of this will be 3n divided by 4. So 183 multiply by, so 180 divided by 4 will give us 45. So this is q3. So at 45, let's see what is the value at 45 we are getting. This is q3. So at q3 at 45, it's look like I'm getting 80, then we have 90, and it will be 92. So I'm getting 92, or we can say 10, 2, 3, 5, 90, 92. So it will be look like 92 or 94. I think 94 is the correct value. So we are getting 94 here. So we have to be very careful with that. We don't make a mistake. So q1, now we need to find q1. So formula is n divided by 4. So the value of n is basically 60. So 60 divided by 420. So we need to find out what is the value at, sorry, 60 divided by 4 is 15. So we need to find out the value at 15. Here I have 15. Exactly at the center. So this will be 50. So q3 is 94 minus 50. This will give us 44. So the final answer we are getting is 44 of this. Now the next part is the number of children who spend more than 80 minutes in the play area. More than 80 minutes. So how we can find out this more than 80 minutes? So how many we have more than 80 minutes? So let's make a line with different color, because they are asking the number of children who spend more than 80 minutes. 80 minutes. You can see minutes is plotted on x-axis. So I have to make a line at 80 minutes. So what is the value I'm getting? Let's see. It will be somehow at 30, we can say 34. So I'm getting 34, close to 35, but 34. So the number of students who spend more than, they are asking more than. What I got? I got 34 at 80. Okay. So I need to find out more than 80. So I need to find out the value above the 80. This means this part. Above the 80 is the this part. Okay. So now how we can find out the total a value we have is 60. So what we need to do, just subtract the 60 by 34. 60 60 minus 34 will give us 26. So this will be our final answer. So I hope everything is clear, because it's written more than 80, so we have to subtract it by 60 to find out the value that is more than 80 minutes, the number of children who spend more than 80 minutes in playing area. I hope everything is clear. This concept has been cleared and done and dusted. I hope everything is clear. If still you have any question, you can comment me. The chapter has been completed. Inshallah, in next video we'll start.